Antes de nada te invito a que te suscribas y le des like a este video, ya que el 96% de las personas que ven los videos no están suscritas. Y también te invito a nuestro hermoso y preciso canal de Discord. Ahí hacemos sorteos, anunciamos los directos, los videos y un montón de cosas más. Y también hay un montón de bots los cuales puedes utilizar y divertirte un montón con la comunidad. Ahora sí, empecemos.
Ok, let's go.
Muy buenas a todos en un nuevo vídeo para el canal. El día de hoy nos encontramos en Disco Elysium The Final Cut. Y ahora mismo está el canal radiante de contenido diverso, ¿no? En cuanto a diferentes títulos. De hecho, también me gustaría traer de vuelta el Alien Isolation, que lo empecé en el canal pero nunca lo llegué a acabar. Y pues la verdad estoy que no paro. Estamos con este juego, con el cubeto of the Lamb. Yo fuera de cámara estoy con el Marvel. Me gustaría empezar con el Devil Within. Es una locura, pero bueno, voy a hacer un pequeño resumen del primer y segundo vídeo, así más o menos yo también refresco memoria. Y continuamos con esta encantadora entrega que no sé cuánto va a durar. Espero que no sea muy largo, ya que la verdad es una experiencia totalmente nueva para mí, pues RPG. Entonces, somos un policía borracho, somos nosotros, y estamos en el distrito 41, si no me acuerdo mal. Este buen hombre de aquí es otro teniente, otro policía de otra comisaría, de otro distrito, que se ha venido aquí a ayudarnos, porque tenemos que resolver este caso de aquí. Val nos ha llamado en este motel de aquí, bar. Se han encontrado en su parque trasero un cuerpo colgando. Entonces, lo que realmente hicimos, que es poco en 2 horas, es decir, es muy poco. Hablamos aquí con un par de NPCs, hablamos con este NPC, hablamos aquí con... Nos metimos en el coche, interactuamos con el coche y por la radio contactamos con la anterior pues trabajadora de la cafetería esta. Y nada, nos dio cierta información. Al parecer no saben quién ha colgado el cadáver ese. Hablamos con esta niña, nos comentó un par de cosas sobre su librería y sobre su mamá. De hecho nos había dicho que... Le habíamos dicho a la niña, creo, si no recuerdo mal, que entraríamos a hablar con su mamá. Pero bueno, interactuamos pues con esta puerta de aquí, con el timbre. No podemos abrir la puerta y... Hablando con el timbre, pues si picábamos, no sé si era sexta o séptima planta, no me acuerdo. Siempre que picábamos había como una conversación que estaba ya grabada, que se volvía a reproducir una y otra vez cada vez que picábamos el timbre. Entonces, de inventario, en el coche ese conseguimos estas 3 herramientas, que bueno, una linterna, ¿no? Básicamente para descubrir orbes secretas. Descubrir orbes secretos en zonas poco luminosas, un contraperno y una palanca, sin más. Esto de momento, pues bueno, no tenemos que... de momento no he encontrado nada para darle uso. De acuerdo. Vamos a seguir con esta locura. Entonces, espérate, vamos a ir por partes. Voy a primero, hay un niño ahí. La letra R lleva una corona. El lazo de abajo pone un elevador a luz de... Ojo, ojo. Porque quizás si yo ahora hago así. Por aquí dentro no hay nada. No tiene pinta que haya nada. En las pelotas, uno, darle las pelotas. Ok. Aquí hay unos niños que no sé en qué cabeza cabe ver un cadáver y empezar a tirarle piedras. Pedazo subnormal. Aparte, señor. Hostia, tío, el teniente este va a meter una hostia en la boca, Kuno es una máquina. Sí, machácalo, Kuno. Oye, niño, ¿tú eres tonto o qué? El chico está arrojando piedras. No, ustedes más de 12 años.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness.
Hostia, sigue
Like a
feo,
gremlin.
sigue feo, en verdad.
Oh yeah, nappa goofy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
A los mierdas donde les mola es en la polla.
The boy is sweating
Hostia, tío.
profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the
¿Va drogado el
empire
niño o
of
qué?
his body.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
Uy, uy, uy,
The
uy.
know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
The fuck?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Te digo.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking
Inventarse algo.
or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
Así es tú.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
Cojones, tío, la primera vez
Just
que
a
un
couple of
niño me
dicks
dice
sniffing around
perra.
in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
The fuck about it? You're
Get lost.
right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Hostia.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah,
Espérate,
whatever.
esto.
Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Es que esto.
Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pig's in here in Kuno! Somebody, please! No! Get off Kuno, you sick
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Ok.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help! The pig's gagging him. Kuno can't speak.
Dale un puño. No.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you.
Pig's trying not to cry. Kuno can't believe this shit. Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up.
Yeah, you deserve this. Trying to show your dick to Kuno.
Oh God, do something quick. They're gonna start that again.
Esto es lamentable. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué pasa si muero? Tengo la sensación de que si muero se reseteará todo.
Kuno's just gonna beat the shit out of you again.
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
Ok. ¿Qué hay sangre? ¿No?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Ojo.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes.
Talla
number
46.
46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
44.
3. Hobnailed
¿Cuánta gente de 40 y...
standard work boot. Number 45. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice
200
as deep
kilos,
as the
chaval.
others. The weight exceeds
Puede ser,
200
ojo,
kilograms.
ojo, 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 ojo. Puede ser que no la persona, es decir, yo creo que la séptima persona habrá sido, claro, no, debería de ser la quinta, ¿no? Porque te iba a decir, la séptima persona podría haber sido la que al matar al cadáver lo esté cargando y pues le esté poniendo pues la soga alrededor, y mientras lo estaban subiendo con la cuerda, pues este tío lo estaba ayudando, ¿no? Y entonces tendríamos el peso del cadáver y de la persona. Pero claro, si el 7 está aquí y no aquí, entonces eso ya no lo sé, entonces.
8.
Pero bueno.
And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however.
Ok.
The right sole is smoother, more
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people?
Ahí
one carrying
estamos.
the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight.
Así es.
Unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
Ok, perfecto. Vale, lo hemos deducido bastante bien.
Kid? Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the old soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Ojo,
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Así es. Ok. Lo descolgamos. Que había una tecla. Vale, con el tabulador.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
3%. No.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
¿Qué
The body
pasa?
below is
Que tengo
entirely
miedo
dedicated
de...
to that. As you breathe in,
¡Epa!
the odor comes over you. It's the smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty, with your hands at your sides. And
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
the man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above
Ooh.
appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabatones. No botas.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red hat thing.
I hear you, cop. Talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total victim.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Hostia.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. That's for us to find
Por
out.
aquí.
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Hmm.
No, your first instinct was correct. This equipment is way beyond what a security guard can afford.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Uy.
Brutal!
Se me apaga la pantalla. Ha vuelto.
Even the mongrels can see you're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case.
Es verdad, es verdad.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Try what exactly? I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Esa es buena.
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
No.
Alright then, you can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes, motivated by the ongoing strike. You? 70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
Mm, 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 mm.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt,
Ok.
limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Tiene pinta de que deberíamos de ir a inspeccionar el puerto. Que creo que aquí cerca tenemos el puerto. Ok, poco a poco. A ver, es que hay muchísimo texto. Es todo texto, pa y pa. Pero, bueno, es lo que yo quería, ¿no? Lo que estaba buscando, una experiencia nueva. Claramente me la estoy llevando. Así de simple.
An
Vamos a seguir.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
Pregna.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
¡Ojo!
I'm gone.
to the wild pale yonder.
Hostia.
In the past, way out in the west.
Muy al oeste.
I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer. Go ahead, Gobbo. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
Hostia.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Here you go, you loony. Because you have. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, of course, you have Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. Do I remind you?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
No, not quite. Be fair now. There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me.
Uy.
Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo.
Uy,
The
uy,
clock
uy,
is
uy,
ticking.
uy.
Your liver tells you so.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once it's done. So am I. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. Climb up there and saw the branch? I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Espérate.
What else can we do?
He breathes out.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle-loader. He then steps back and assumes the Phalostes position, taking aim.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Falló.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
Espérate.
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
Y... Espérate, autoguardado. Ah, vale. ¿Y si hay algo por aquí para sacarlo? Esto, ¿no? Con esto no lo podría sacar. Que hay muchas cosas para interactuar aquí. ¡Epa! Vale, vamos por partes. Primero de todo, tengo un punto. Es decir, puedo mejorar algo. Entonces, beber agua. Solo quedaba una gota literal. Esto, vale. Tengo que subir algo de aquí. Voy a subir esto. Lateralidad al 5. Tengo aquí, ¿qué tengo aquí? ¿Qué tengo? Tenía un botequín, ¿no? Objetos. Objetos. Interactuar. La foto. Y aquí tengo, pues, misiones. Ok. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Pues aquí me falta algo, ¿eh? No podría bajar con esto. Espérate. ¿Esto interactúa o no? No puedo pasar. ¿Y esto de aquí?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
¡Ojo!
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
No. No podemos entrar por aquí ahora.
An inconspicuous pile of the
Ah, vaya F, tío. Si hubiésemos podido entrar por aquí, si hemos salido por aquí, ¿no? Supongo. Y hubiésemos podido venir por aquí atrás. ¿Esto?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Ok, vamos a preguntarle al tío este si tiene la llave. Quizás hay algo, porque con la palanca tengo la sensación de que me voy a acabar dando en la cabeza, me voy a quitar el único punto de vida que tengo y voy a morir. Así de simple. Vamos a ir a lo seguro, porque es que no quiero morir. Tengo miedo. Vale, vamos a volver y vamos a pedir la llave a este cabrón.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Ok. Abre el contenedor. Y tenemos aquí otra misión secundaria que es cantar el karaoke. Voy a cantar luego, a ver qué tal. A ver, vamos para allá. Cargando. Carga, carga. Perfecto. Volvamos. Esta musiquita, tío. Una locura, ¿eh?
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Una locura.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
No.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaver in odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Ok. Vamos a volver a hablar con este buen hombre. A devolverle las llaves. A ver qué tal. A ver. Esto, a ver. Tarda un rato en cargar, ¿eh? Mira que los gráficos... También he de comentar que lo tengo en un disco duro sólido, es decir, el HDD. El peor de todos, pero bueno.
Can I help you?
Ahí está.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes? Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
What theme? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Yes, not...
Espera, el juego nos está diciendo
What are
que...
you, a cook now? That's none of your business. You're not. You're a menace. What are you, a cook? No, you don't. If you had a warrant, you'd be shoving it in my face right now. Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law. You'll just have to wait for the kitchen to open. If you have to get in there, which you don't.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. No need for superstar charm or Sambo. Sambo is an acronym for Samaran boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness.
Yes.
Ok, me la aspiro. Ok, abre a la 1. Estamos cerquita de ser la 1 ya. Y a la 1, en cuanto abra la cocina, podríamos ir a investigar la cocina. Y más tarde los trabajadores. Espérate, acabo de liar. Acabo de ver una cosa atrás que no habíamos explorado ni en el segundo... Bueno, sí, ni en el primer ni en el segundo episodio. Vuelvo a entrar otra vez. 50 minutos de vídeo llevo. Esto es una barbaridad. Epa. ¿Este de aquí quién es?
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal
Ah,
if you have
vale.
morale damage.
There is
Oof.
only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Why the yelling, man?
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers around.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer? Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses, no mausoleums, just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Oh,
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
he doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment. For one, I could get some goddamn shut-eye. Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was. We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us. Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
Pueblo
If
chungo,
someone
eh.
has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead. You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes it so Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares?
Lo siento, mi loco. Ok, voy... No puedo salir por aquí. Voy a salir por aquí. Sabemos. Sabemos, ¿no? Lo que nos han dicho. Este cadáver de aquí era un asesino. Y lo han acabado colgando. Quizás las personas que lo han acabado colgando eran... Yo sé, quizás este asesino ha matado a algún hijo de alguno de estos, de alguno de estos integrantes, que no sé vocalizar. No sé, supongo que será algo más o menos así, ¿no? Habrá matado a alguien, se habrán cabreado y lo habrán colgado, ¿no? Lo han dado, pues, de su propia medicina, se podría decir. Entonces, vamos, espérate, voy a hablar con los niños estos, a ver si me dicen algo. Y voy a despedir.
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig. Try not to knock yourself out.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Ok.
Whoa, whoa! What's this psycho shit? You're gonna pretend like nothing happened?
He's trying to forget it, Kuno. Don't let him forget it just like that.
Reminisce with Kuno. First, you try to fiddle this, then you punch yourself in the face. What was up with that?
Yeah, Kuno, what was that?
How are you gonna make Kuno forget that shit, huh?
Please don't waste time on nonsense.
The lieutenant does not approve of this.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here, trying to get Kuno to like you again. You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
What are you doing? No, you really don't. That is...
You don't fucking matter, book imp.
Okay, let's go.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Please don't...
The lieutenant...
Don't listen.
Y
You
esto
can pay
es lo
tribute to
mismo. ¿Y el niño este de mierda?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good David.
¿Qué?
You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
Haz las paces con Kuno. Madre del señor, solo tengo misiones, misiones y más misiones. Y aquí ya no puedo volver, ¿no?
An inconspicuous...
Nah, madre. Epa. Ok. Pues ahora lo que me toca... Espérate, ¿por aquí puedo entrar? Nope, no puedo entrar por aquí. Ahora lo único que me resta sería... Pim, pim, piri, piri, pim. Tenemos la opción de... ir por aquí. Irnos por aquí abajo. A explorar nuevas zonas. Meternos en la tienda para acabar de interactuar con la madre de la niña. O podríamos ir por aquí, que me da la sensación de que aquí empieza el puerto, ¿no? Y creo que es... Ah, no, Will... Sí, no, del borracho este. Y creo que sería como la zona más interesante. Y esto de aquí... Hostia, tío, no me había dado cuenta que esto estaba aquí. No me había dado cuenta. Ok, pues para el siguiente capítulo vamos a explorar esta zona de aquí. Creo que voy a ir también a hablar con la madre de la niña para ver si nos puede dar alguna que otra pista. Y luego, si eso, ya iremos para el puerto. Aunque esta zona de aquí de la izquierda no sé si la vamos a acabar explorando. Pero bueno, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo. Si es así, dadle like, suscribiros, recordad comentar, que es totalmente gratis y me apoyáis un montón. Y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.